Okay, so today we're going to calculate volume. Now, if you remember before, we calculated perimeter of, let's say, a rectangle. Then we calculated area. And if you remember, area is how many squares are inside. And we just multiply the two sides. Now, volume's a little bit different. Volume is how many cubes are inside. So area is squared, volume is cubes. And this is a better picture in your book, textbook. So here's one layer of cubes, then they put another layer of cubes, and that determines how many cubes there are inside. And in this case, it would be cubic centimeters. If it is a rectangle and it's three-dimensional, that's called a rectangular prism. Rectangular prism. If it is a triangle, such as this one, then it's called a triangular prism. And here's a better view of that. So it's a triangular shape with an extra dimension to it. And again, though, we're trying to figure out how many cubes will fit inside. All right, so the easiest way to remember is whatever the shape is, the shape area times how long it is times its length. So if it's a rectangular prism, it's the rectangle, the shape of it, times how long it is. Let's do that. This one for right here. So notice that the shape is a rectangle. And that rectangle right there is 4 times 5, right? And I'm going to draw a little picture right here so that you can see it. So this rectangle right there, that's 4 times 5, times how long it is, or how tall it is. So it's 4 by 5, and it's this long. Okay, so it's this area times how long it is. And if we calculate that out, that's 4 times 5, that's 20. And 20 times 9 is 180. Now, the units were meters. That means it's going to be not meters, not square meters, cube meters. Meters cubed. That is the volume. You just take the base, any side of it, times how long it is, or tall it is, in this case. All right, let's slide over to the next one. Okay, so we have a rectangle, and it doesn't matter which end you choose. I'm going to use this one right here, this end right here. All right, we'll call this the shape. And then multiplied by how long it is. That's how long it is. So we have our shape, and I'm just going to do this. It's 4 by 3 times how long it is. It's 8 meters long. So how much is this? This is the shape. This rectangle, and then how long it is. So that's going to be 12 times 8. 4 times 3 times 8. And that's going to be 96. And it's meters cubed. Because we want to know how many cubes will fit inside. Now, if you notice, this is really simple because all you did is multiply the 3 numbers together, right? 3 times 4 times 8. That's all you did. That figures out the volume. Okay, so these were rectangles, rectangular prisms. It's a rectangle times how long it is. Okay, now we go down to the next one, and they are triangles. Okay, so that's the shape of it. It's a triangle. Actually, that's a right triangle. So this is the shape of it. So we have to figure out this area times how tall it is. So that's what we need to figure out. So we have the triangle. And 3 by 5. I'll put 5 there, 3 there. Times how long it is. And it is 6 meters. Now, do you remember how to find the area of a triangle? Wasn't that base times height? So base times height, that's 5 times 3, divided by 2, excuse me, times 6. So 5 times 3 times 6 divided by 2. Okay, if I don't have a calculator on hand, I'm just going to extend this over. This is times 6. 2 goes in there once, 2 goes in there 3. Now I have 5 times 3 times 3. Okay, well 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 5 is 45. The answer is 45. 45 and meter makes meter cubed. That is the volume. So basically all we did, and you could have done this with a calculator, you could have just multiplied all 3 sides, this times this times this, and divided by 2. Because really it's just a half of a prism, rectangular prism. It's like half of this. So you know how we multiply the 3 sides? Well, in this case, with a triangle, multiply the 3 sides and divide by 2. Okay, let's move over to the other side. Okay, triangular prism. So you have this triangle, okay, this area, times whatever that area is, times how long it is. And it's going this long. So we have the triangle times how long. I'm going to make a little sketch. And it's this is 5, this is 6, and how long is it? It is 10 meters long. 10. That's what you have, basically. So now I'll just go ahead and figure out this area times 10. On a triangle, remember it's base times height divided by 2. And then we're going to multiply it by 10. So you can use a calculator to do this. You could just say 6 times 5 times 10 divided by 2. But if I don't have a calculator, 2 goes in there once, 2 goes in there 3. So now I have 15. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 times 10 is 150. And the units, we don't want squares, we want cubes. How many cubes are inside? All right, so now you know how to figure out rectangular prisms and triangular prisms. It's just a triangle times how long it is, the area. Oh wait, but there's more. Okay, now this is more of an 8th grade standard. And now we just have circles. And then how long they are. They have a special name, it's called cylinders. Okay, so let's focus on this first one. And I'll use a top as the shape. It's the shape of a circle. right? So this is the top of it. This is the shape, circle. And then that circle is so much tall, this tall, which is 2 meters. All right, well, let's figure out we need to figure out this area, right? So we have circle with a radius of 4 meters. And we figure out that area times how long it is, which is 2. It's this circle that long. Okay, so let's see, how do we figure out the area of this? The area of a circle. Well, area of a circle is pi r. Or r squared pi. R times pi. Okay, so let's see. If the radius is 4, then I'm going to have 4 times pi times 2. Okay, so this is for the circle, and then times 2, double it. So if I calculate that, and I get 100.48. And that's meters cubed. Okay, so that's how many cubes will fit inside there, inside that cylinder. All right, let's go to the next one. Again, it's just whatever the shape is times how long it is. Okay, so the next one, we have our circle right here. It's sideways this time. And then it is 6 meters long. So we find the area of this circle. The radius is 2 times how long it is, which is 6 meters. That's what we calculate. Okay, so let's find this area of the circle. Let's write that down. That's going to be, let's see, r times r. That's going to be 2 times 2 times pi times 6. Excuse me, didn't see that. This area times how long it is. So using a calculator, let's see, that's 24 times 3. Okay, I got 75.36. And remember, we're trying to figure out how many cubes will fit inside. Meters cubed. Okay, so how do we find all this stuff? Whatever the shape is, times how long it is. So on a triangle shape, the area, times how long it is. The rectangle, times how long it is. The area times how long it is. Okay, turn over your paper, please. Okay, a couple of things to note is that it says round to the nearest tenth. Let's just say round to the nearest ones. Okay, let's just change this to say whole number. In other words, no decimal point. Round it off to the nearest ones. Okay, let's take a look at a couple of shapes. Some shapes. You'll notice that, for example, the first one, there's more numbers than you need, right? All you need is 3 numbers, but there's more numbers than you need. So just to assist a little bit, maybe you might take this rectangle and then times how long it is. You could do that. This area times how long it is. Okay, so just keep in mind there's more numbers than you really need. Okay, let's take a look at the triangle ones. That seems to be the ones that throw people off. So looking at this triangle, again, there may be more numbers than you need. So looking at this, you'll notice that right here, see how I have a 90-degree angle? That means this is a 90-degree angle. Right, it's a right angle. And where that right angle is, that is your base and your height. So right here, this is your base and height. Those are the numbers you'll use for the area of the triangle. And then how long is it? It's not 5 long. It's 7 long. Okay, so keep that in mind as you're doing these. Okay, I'll let you go ahead and work on them now. Actually, let me just do one with you because I dig these. Let's start with this one here. Okay, you know what? I'm going to skip this one because I already went over it. Let's start with number 3. Sorry for the delay. Number 3. Okay, let me pick a side that I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use this right here. This rectangle. And notice that this rectangle, this side is 6, and this side is 8, right? And how long is it? You know, it's going that long. That's 7. So you have 8 times 6 times 7. 8 times 6 times 7. Okay. And then don't forget that it's in meters, meters squared. Cubed, I'm sorry, meters cubed. And remember, you're trying to figure out what volume is. What is the volume of this? Okay, I'll let you go ahead and work on those. And remember, just round off to the nearest whole number.